Warning, Zero style is known to cause G.A.S, or gear acquisition syndrome. Prolonged exposure to me and my vlog may cause you to buy knives, flashlights, patches, pouches, pocket trash, and other EDC junk you may or may not need. You've been warned. Welcome to Zero Style. I am your host, Zero, the cyberspace hero, here this week with another EDC pocket dump. With my all-time favorite pouch, the ZFCUP, the zerofeud compact utility pouch. This little pocket organizer unzips clamshell and organizes all of the gear that you got in here. Knives, flashlights, a little bit of cards, cash, all the gear that you'd normally put into a wallet is what this thing is all about. It also features a web field on the front for ranger eyes or morale patches, like the one I got this week. This amazing patch is by Antiquated EDC. This is the Mario Paint Coffee Break Boss patch. I hope the light does this thing justice. It has some really awesome background patch action in this. This is one of those sublimated woven patches. It is nice and smooth. You don't feel embroidery on it, but at the same time, this is just a traditional Velcro on the back morale patch with embroidery all around the edges. This patch is sweet. It's part of the larger Mario Paint set. Check that out. Link down in the description below to get yourself one of these. Now, back to the pouch. The ZFCUP, the zerofeud compact utility pouch, comes in a bunch of different fabrics and sizes. This is the smaller size B ZFCUP. On the outside here, I've got my RFID badge for work, and behind that, I've got a little thing that I want to bitch about. This is the Mighty Card. This is allegedly an RFID blocking chip technology that is supposed to take your credit cards, your RFID badges, your fobs, and block them by just scrambling the data. Well, guess what? This piece of junk doesn't work. I threw a bunch of different tests at it this week using this card and different access stores at my work, and guess what? None of it stopped anything. I was able to completely scan it through the pouch, through the cards, multiple layers, 5 cards deep still. That thing is junk, and I do not suggest it. I normally don't like to talk trash on this channel, but you get a shout out for a complete garbage Mighty Card. Anyhow, back to the pouch. I've got my zipper pull customized here with a 52 Graves black and gold Pittsburgh Steelers themed woo cookie bead. Very cool. These are squishy little PVC beads. Aaron Graves of 52 Graves keeps releasing all kinds of sweet PVC stuff in this cookie format. It makes a really nice zipper pull. It's easy to pull, easy to open and flip out your pouch. I oftentimes don't unzip it all the way. I just unzip it on the front, feel in here and say, well, there's my knife. And that is what we're going to talk about next. You might have seen the giveaway that I hosted on my channel for drocket Designs. Shout out to you, Darrell, because you're the one doing the giveaway. I just was the host. This, my friends, is the California legal ultem 007. This is the smaller version of the ultem Zulu that I've featured on this channel. Link up here in the corner if you want to check that video out. Anyhow, Pennsylvania has recently legalized autos and OTF knives, so I really have been wanting to get one. I got the Zulu in a giveaway, which shout out to you again, so I was really excited to check it out, and I really love that knife, but it's just a little big for me. I come from Ohio, where we had a palm knife law when I grew up, and it's just the size knives that I'm used to using. So when I saw he was collaborating with, I'm sorry, I forget who collabed with him on this knife, but I really wanted to get myself one of these. This is laminated steel with copper in that Japanese style. I heard that it was made by the knife maker's friend, and it's very special because it's just not the kind of thing that you see in a knife blade all the time. And here we see our DA-OTF switch, the beautiful ultem scales, transparent in the sun, the extremely deep carry pocket clip. It's all the way inset into the front of this knife. Nice little drocket there on the clip. I think that's a nice touch, better than on the blade as his normal designs go. I like this knife a lot. It's a fidgety knife. It is fun to play with. It's fun to deploy. It's easy to deploy. It, at the same time, is not easy to accidentally deploy. There's a decent amount of push here that this button gets before the deployment actually takes place. This knife is a dagger point, which is a new thing for me too. I've never used a dagger point. So when you're using this craft style like I do, you gotta put your finger here on the scale to cut. I've been trying to figure out what the best ergonomics for cutting like that is, and you know, it's really just holding it like this for a craft style cut. Obviously, if you're gonna do a push or a pull cut, you just put your thumb right here on the edge of the scale and you're good to go. I am not a kind of guy who's out there doing hard use jobs with my knives. I open packages mostly, to be completely honest with you, and I also do a lot of craft art stuff with my kids. So yeah, this knife is just a fun little fidgety thing that is the perfect tool for my everyday arsenal. The drocket design ultem 007 DA OTF knife slides right here into this section. This is one of the first knives that I've ever had that actually fits evenly in one of these dividers next to my flashlight, which is really super exciting for me. Speaking of the flashlight, let's talk about that next. Frequent viewers of this channel will not be surprised to see me featuring the rovyvon auora A8CU copper flashlight once again. Got this thing hooked up with my all-time favorite bead. This is the Curator skull bead, a collaboration between JRW Gear and Clay of PLAYGE. One of my all-time favorite beads on one of my all-time favorite flashlights. This is a tiny USB rechargeable copper flashlight. It goes up to 450 lumens at turbo mode. Broad daylight, so I don't know if you're going to be able to see this, but long press the button, it goes to turbo, double tap it, it goes to memory mode. Each individual tap will step you up and down in brightness, long press it to turn it back off again. That's pretty much it. That's the UI of this flashlight. It's super simple. Pull it out, long press it, and turbo, look at stuff, let go, put it back in your pouch, and you're done using the flashlight. 99% of the jobs that I do with a flashlight involve me basically looking under something for 10 seconds, finding what I'm looking for, and putting the flashlight back in the pouch and being done with it. Inside the ZFCUP, this is the perfect spot for you to keep your cash. I got out my lucky $2 bill in here. On the back, on the inside, is where I suggest putting your cards zipped up, safe and secure so they don't fall out. I got 2 placeholders in here, my Blockbuster and exchange card like always. I normally carry my ID and debit card in there. So that's what's in the pouch this week. Slide that thing into your cargo pocket, and here in my right front pocket is this week's pocket trash. This is the Alt F from Pixelco. It is a mechanical keyboard fidget toy. I've got 2 sweet artisan keycaps on here from coquicreations. This is the 90s vaporwave set, G.A.S Solo. You can see right here on the front, we've got this sweet P block logo for the Pixel company. On the bottom you can see that this is the prototype V3 edition that I have, and then my numbered edition here on the side. Now this is just a solid block of titanium that's been machined out with a nice hole, or a spot for you to put your mechanical keyboard switches and keycaps right here into the piece. If I remove a cap here, you can see that I have Neapolitan ice cream switches from Canon Keys in mine. These are really, really tactile switches. I love these things so much. They feel so good. I have these in my actual keyboard, so having them in my fidget toy also just makes sense. So the Alt F is designed for clacking, just like you'd think it would be. I like to hold it in one hand in between my fingers and just click away. For you, I'm going to show off a little extra keycap action, just so you can see the glory. There's not much to it. It is just a very tactile fidget toy that feels good in the hand, and it is very customizable if you are into keycaps and keyboard customization. I mean, there's just an endless world of keyboard stuff that you could possibly hook up with a toy like this. So I've been promising everybody that I was going to show off more of my keycap collection because I have a ton of them. It's heavy, it's got a good weight. You can throw it around, it's titanium. This one is blasted, so it's got a really nice finish on it. It's just a toy that you play with and throw around like everything else. It clicks. You could put silent switches in here if you want to, but I think the noise is as much of the fun as the tactility is. It's a great desk toy, works in your pocket, and it's a fun fidget toy. The G.A.S Solo Vaporwave set on the Pixel Company Alt F for this week's Pocket Trash. Man, it is hot out here today. Can't believe it. Pittsburgh's actually having some decent weather. This is a prime example of why you should carry a hank with you all of the time. Like this one I've got right here from Happy Hanks. This is the Golden Girls. I call this hank Grandma's Love. Just some hilarious pink fabric with some hilarious Golden Girls stuff on it. Hanks are great for cleaning up sweat, snot, junk on your kids' faces, when you don't have a napkin, when you just need to blow your nose and you don't have a tissue. They're great for the environment because you wash them, throw them in your pocket, and you're just good to go. You also never know when you need to be a gentleman and offer your hank to a damsel in distress. Or maybe it's a dude in distress and you offer it to a guy. Girls are more than welcome to give dudes hanks when they're sad and upset in the street. This is the future. We all realize everyone has emotions, right? Summer is finally rolling in. You're gonna be wearing shorts, gonna have less pockets on you, so don't forget about the Data Crew sling bag. I hear the word on the street is there is a new set of colorways coming out really soon, so I just thought I'd feature it and remind you how versatile the Data Crew Snack Time sling bag is. I can't wait to see the new configuration that those guys have come out with, because I hear it's a little bit different than this style. Check out my review of the last one up here if you want to check it out, but I've got a couple cool patches on here. This is the new Data Crew Fuzzy Beanie, an antiquated EDC fly swatter from the Mario Paint set, and from the Throw Up Cult, Tilt, a little graffiti action on the front of my Snack Time sling bag. And remember, if you're gonna order from Data Crew, use my discount code XERO15, gets you 15% off your entire order. So, little thanks from me to you for being a viewer of this channel. I appreciate you very much. Well, that is the video for this week. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give me a like. It's the free social currency here on YouTube. And if no one has told you today, you are a rad person who deserves love and praise and admiration just like everybody else in this world. We are all humans. We all make ourselves bad choices and bad decisions. Forgive people when they wrong you. Move on. Holding a grudge is only going to add more negativity and more problems in your life. So just let your negative energy go. Breathe in the positive air of summer and try to have yourself a good day. I'll see you in the next one. We're going to hack another arcade machine. Later on.